Yes, I was saying that natural passion and love for the natural environment was what really inspired me, and seeing the alarming rate of degradation of natural ecosystems in my community, talking about the marine and freshwater ecosystems, the rainforest, and with this passion that I had for the natural environment, I had to look forward to see how I can contribute to remedy some of this threat, to contribute to see how can reduce the alarming threat. Yeah, my project is on the my project seek to halt and reverse some of the alarming rates of degradation on our natural ecosystems, especially marine and freshwater ecosystems, and to build a community in which humans have the right mindset to live in harmony with their natural environment. Yeah. So this project is all about bringing sustainable solutions to these threats. Firstly, one of the most dangerous threats to my community, we talk about plastic or marine litters or marine debris pollution. It's something very, very, very rampant and very, very alarming in my community. Also, they have a threat of alarming rate of degradation of mangrove forest ecosystem and also rainforest ecosystems, the human-induced activities such as slash and burn agriculture is a big threat to this ecosystem. Also, yeah, those are some of the threats, and my project is all about looking for sustainable solutions to these problems. And one of the greatest projects that we are working on is a project on marine litters, debris collection and valorization. And this project is all about increasing awareness and education on the impact of marine litters and debris in our local communities, and also looking how we can improve the management of this waste, and also setting up a recycling plan or recycling factory where we can manage this waste more sustainably and also recycling this waste more sustainably. Yes, of course. It has really affected me individually, and this was like one of the motivating factor that pushed me to look for such solutions to this problem. Yes, one is flooding. Flooding. Yeah, no, this marine litters like plastic bottles, they clog on waterways, on gutters, and when it rains, when heavy rain pours, it causes flooding. The gutters are blocked. Water cannot pass on their waterways on these gutters. So this now the runoffs flow into houses, and I've been a victim in this in my community and experienced a lot of floods, destroying a lot of property, destroying houses, destroying human properties, and even lives have been lost in these cases. I've seen cases where this runoff has carried children, even adults, and up to date they were nowhere to be found. So there is a lot of threat to this, and I've also suffered this threat. Also, the transmission of diseases like behavior. There's a disease that's common in my community that is caused by this. What is a waterborne disease, and it's affecting many people. Though it has not affected me directly, but it has affected my loved ones, my family members. So it's also like an impact on me. Yeah. So these are some of the threats that I've suffered due to these marine litters. Yes. The first step, actually, education is always a key. Education is always a key for sustainable development. It's the greatest weapon we could use for a sustainable development. So I thought it was to start by educating the community members, and that is increasing environmental education and environmental awareness on the impact of these plastics, marine litters, marine debris. And so, yes, the first step was to start on education, and this is something that we have touched over 10,000 people and indirectly more than 100,000 people, because our through the social medias and also videos that we have released on various channels, we have a lot of people who are touched, and they are seeing some real impact, and they are motivated also. So it starts with environmental education. I think this is where we must always start. We need to educate people. We need to educate people that could also see a reason to be part of the solution, to see a reason to manage the waste around their communities, to see a reason to engage, to collaborate with us, to join forces with us, to put hands together. No, we need everybody to this fight. Everybody needs to be involved. So we start with education, increasing awareness in local communities. We educate the people on how they can manage their waste from households, how they can manage this waste from their household so that it doesn't enter the natural environment, it doesn't pollute the environment. So we start with education, organizing environmental education workshops with local communities, organizing awareness raising and sensitization workshop with local communities, where we educate them on all these threats, we educate them on how they can contribute to be a solution to these problems. Yeah, so it's all about education. That is a starting point for us, and I think it's the best way to start. So we have to really intensify our environmental education campaigns, where we need to educate more people on this threat. And gradually, the awareness is gaining ground. More people are becoming aware of this, and more people are becoming educated, and they are seeing a reason why they could also be a solution to this. So we need to educate, and that's educating the communities, like raising a new generation of environmental ambassadors. Yeah, because we are educating them, and we are also giving them the necessary tools. We are equipping them so that they also could become like a part of the solution. I mean, they could start also something that could be a positive, could have a positive impact on the environment. So there, we are educating them, we're empowering them, we're equipping them with the necessary tools and resources, so they could also stand out to fight for this cause for a sustainable future for everybody. So we are raising young environmental ambassadors. We are also raising young environmental lovers and warriors through our education campaigns. Yeah, there are always challenges that arise in such projects or initiatives. It's challenging. I can tell you this is challenging from the beginning and even now. But the good news is we are not where we started, and we are not yet where we want to be. But we really increasing impact. So I think the greatest challenge to this project will be about crowdfunding, like fundraising and mobilization of resources for this project. That's the greatest challenge. When we talk about fundraising or mobilization of resources, we look at it at various levels. Fundraising in terms of fundraising for materials, fundraising for financial resources, also like mobilizing resources, financial resources. These are all challenges that to overcome in order for us to our dream to come true. Actually, the plans are great. I mean, the objectives are very big. They are very, But firstly, I want more people to be educated. Yeah, many people to be aware of this, and many people to be educated and be engaged in being part of the solution. Yeah. Also, I think one of the greatest achievement that we are looking forward to achieve here is firstly for the plastic project, we want to set up a plastic recycling plant, a plastic recycling factory where it is. So we want something that will produce a sustainable solution, not only for this generation, but for also, let me say, for the future generation, because we want to keep a legacy that other communities will come. I mean, other generations will also come to benefit from it. Yeah. So we want to set up a plastic recycling plan, want to set up a plastic recycling factory that will help the community, that will help to reduce the waste in the community, that will help to improve the livelihood of the community, that will serve as a source of employment to the community, that will serve as a source of revenue to the community. Yeah, so that is one of the greatest achievements that we are working towards, and we are putting in all our best to see how this could be a reality. So that is one of the greatest impact or achievement that we are looking forward to. And not the least, that's not the least, but we also want to see how our community could be, the rainforest, the mango forest, see how they could be restored. Yeah, making it very, very healthier than now. Our mango forests are heavily degraded in my community. Our rainforests are heavily threatened. Our marine and terrestrial wildlife are highly threatened. So we need to preserve our biodiversity. So we need to conserve our biodiversity. So this is also one of our greatest achievements that we're looking forward to. Uh, the project is moving on well.
Mm.
Uh, it's challenging, but I must confess we are really progressing gradually because, like I said earlier, we are we are not where we started, though we are not yet where we want to go, want to be, but we are gradually taking steps forward. So it is encouraging for us, and it's encouraging, and so we are gradually progressing. Activities are moving on smoothly. We are pressing on. We are moving forward. So it's something we need to applaud ourselves for that, and we need to be more courageous and more determined to push forward. Yeah, we're having a I'm having a smooth relationship and mentorship with my mentor. Yeah, she's really pushing forward and orientating me to the right direction because. She understands the vision. She understands the plans. She understands what we're aiming for, and she's really putting in her best to see how she can orientate us. She can direct us. She can counsel us and push us towards the right direction in order to move forward with the project. So she's really, really a good helping hand to us, and we deeply appreciate her efforts to see us moving forward. Yes, of course, there are always good news. Yes, and I think the latest good news was my participation in COP27, just finished about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so I think it's a good news because engaging in such international conferences where high level discussions and decisions and policies have been made is something encouraging and is also motivational because get to meet new people, get to make new, create new connections and networks. And it's also a step towards you moving forward with your project and vision. Yeah, that's something great. And I think good news for me. Yeah. Also, I think I've been privileged to have some amazing international recognitions and amazing awards, international awards. Yeah. So, like the most recent was the Commonwealth Youth Awards for Excellence in Development Work, where they recognize youths under 30 working in their communities to bring out a sustainable solution. So I think that was something amazing that for me to receive such a recognition is really, really impressive.